when none of the main characters are in your lot. Me in 2077 explaining the rise of AI to my grandkids. We called them clankers. Sequel trilogy. We have better acting and special effects. Prequel trilogy. We have the memes. What people think living in Australia is like. What it's actually like. Cucumber. Concentrate all your fire on the nearest starship. Did you just talk normally? Do you think any of us will look back on our lives and regret things we didn't buy? You're saying he ducked the first off-planet woman he met, and she was a queen, a senator, and older? Damn, he's good. If you ever feel stupid, just remember that Owen bought the same droid twice. YouTube executives when they hear that a man choked a delt because the Heimlich maneuver video had 5 unskippable ads. His delt was a necessary loss. Don't you want to learn how to hold your lightsaber like me? No. Several years later. Are you kidding me? Palpatine. Clone Wars. Palpatine. Clone Wars. Jedi being knighted in the prequels. Jedi being knighted in real life. A bunch of alien gibberish. Count Dooku. Indeed. Qui-Gon. You have been freed. You're no longer a slave. Anakin. Wow. Thank you Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon. Lol. Call me master. In Star Wars, Attack of the Clones, 2002, the battle droids and clones resemble their makers. When you're living in 2054 and Star Wars, The Clone Wars is a controversial show, because the clones constantly use robophobic slurs. Ironic. People don't like Rey because she woman. Meanwhile, Padme, you shouldn't be here. Breathing these volcanic fumes could be harmful to the baby. I'm closing your windpipe to bulk the toxic air. The last thing my DoorDash delivery robot sees before I select the no tip option and call it a clanker. I did it. I defeated him. No. You've just severely passed me off. Me when my daughter brings home a dirty tin-skinned ducking clanker. People hated her in the movie. They cried when she left the show. The mini-kit demands a sacrifice. You fool, no master can kill me. I'm no master. Me, as a hardcore Star Wars fan, seeing everyone on the internet use clanker as the slur for AI, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Let me get this straight, you think that having so many Jedi survive Order 66 and being around during the time of the original trilogy is bad? I do, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. When you ask an employee where the exit is, there is one way out. I meet someone, we talk. I tell how the Jedi Order's problem is Yoda. No being can wield that kind of power for centuries without becoming complacent at best or corrupt at worst. He has no idea that it's overtaken him. He no longer sees all the little cumulative evils that the Republic tolerates and fosters, from slavery to endless wars, and he never asks, why are we not acting to stop this? Live alongside corruption for too long, and you no longer notice the stench. The Jedi cannot help the sleeves of Tatooine, but they can help the sleeve masters. They leave. Breaking. Obi-Wan has successfully rage-baited Anakin into killing his wife by aura farming on a ship. Your pet when you return from a long hunting trip. Work. Dogs. Seeing you live brings warm feelings to my heart. Cats. You survived. I once captured the top Republican separatist generals at the same time. Sure. Hondo. Let's get you back to bed. Meet the NASA intern who discovered a new planet on his third day. The Padoran is right. Go to the center of gravity's pull and find your planet you will. Oh no, I'm not brave enough for politics. 3 drinks later. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. Hand soap recalled for bacteria linked to sepsis. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. It was a bounty hunter called Gagging. Gagging, welcome back. We have an AI policy with guidelines for the safe use of AI. That's great. Who wrote the policy? Who wrote the policy? Hayden Christensen throws first pitch in number 66 jersey. Star Wars fans, when the general public uses the term clankers as a slur against robots, but they were using it 4 years already against battle droids. We stand here amidst our achievement, not yours. What's going on? Our position is correct except no Alderaan. What do you mean? It's supposed to be right here. Lost a planet. Master Obi-Wan has. How embarrassing. When I see a bunch of weirdos in robes stabbing droids in the middle of an arena in full view of 100 people, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy. Hayden, hey, George, I'm not so sure about this whole sand line. George Lucas. Sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is requested of us. I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid. I don't seem to remember ever having a master. Imagine achieving the absolute highest possible rank in the job industry and become a bodyguard for the most important person in all of galaxy just to be yeeted backwards and knocked out by a walking frog. Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you. When you know Palpatine is a Sith Lord, but you can't prove it. I think Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord. Anakin. Mace. Perhaps I have been a bit harsh on our new garbage boy. Science says you can really die from a broken heart. They called me a madman. Count Dooku has banned Labubu in the Confederacy of Independent Systems. He said, it is not a separatist value, but a core world degeneracy. Your thoughts on this? The Jedi every time they saw Anakin and Padme in the same room. We tried to negotiate, but Galactus, he asked too high a price. Well, what does he want? 1 pod for 2 sleeves. Remember that time you told Mace Windu you were the Senate? News. This goat is happy. That's good news. How society wants men to dress. How men want to dress. Listening to all the people who complained about Anda being boring. I've forgotten that not everyone is able to appreciate art as I do. The Jedi Council suspecting Anakin is doing Padme, but can't prove it. You're a Jedi Knight, aren't you? Yes. Yes, a clone army, and I must say, one of the finest we've ever created. One of. How many clone armies have you created? And if you have created so many, how come no one heard about you guys? Great. Who are we killing? I won't do kids. That's a rule. But that rule is negotiable if they call me master. The people you serve thought you did a good job. I heard they even tried to amend the constitution so you could stay in office. Anakin, don't be ridiculous. A queen who serves for unlimited time. Who even heard of such a thing? Kenobi, I cut this man in half, and he's still alive. Well, look on the bright side. Next time you cut someone in half, you'll make sure they're dead, right? Right? Whenever someone tells George Lucas they like Jar Jar, let's check the online forums from 2002. Who wins this 1v1? Gant Droid, 92%. Ray, 8%. I love democracy. Jesus Christ emerging from his tomb. Colorized photo, circa 36 AD. Hello there. How Darth Bane felt after dying after creating the rule that would make him get killed in the first place. If the Senate votes to create an army, I'm sure it's going to push us into a civil war. And which side is okay with sleeves again? Because I'm not freeing all my Gungan farmers. Marvel posts $10,000 reward for whoever writes best reason all those Kangs died. The remaining Kangs will be hunted down and defeated. Actually, there's no such thing as war chimes in this universe because there's no agreed upon rules of war. See Genius Military Commander. Look inside. It's just textbook perfidy. My Jar Jar Binks impression. Me 10 beers deep. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? B1. Roger Roger. When you meet someone new, and it feels a little awkward, but you know the perfect icebreaker. Nothing. A Jet 2 holiday. It's outrageous. After 4 trials in the Supreme Court, Newt Gunray is still the Viceroy of the Trade Federation. Thank you, Captain Exposition. I'm going to sneak a dodo into tonight's WNBA game. They banned all bags, so now you can't. Erased from the archives. No, impossible. A planet can't be erased from the archives. Erased from the archives. When your dad finally comes back home with the milk. After all these years, we were beginning to think you weren't coming. Now please, this way. Something wonderful has happened. Annie, I'm pregnant. Grok, is this true? It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Does General Grievous get a C-word pass? Who is the best lawyer? Chuck McGill, 0%. Elle Woods, 0%. Anakin Skywalker, 100%. Atticus Finch, 0%. Me trying to get involved in a conversation about politics despite not watching the news for 4 years. Jedi Master Sif Odias is still a leading member of the Jedi Council, is he not? What about Obi-Wan? I don't know. Many Jedi have been killed. We can only hope that he's remained loyal to the Chancellor. What about Ahsoka? What Ahsoka? What is your suggestion, Master Jedi? Anakin's not a Jedi yet. He's still a Padawan learner. I was thinking. Holy shit, you ducking killed him, dude. HBO Max. HBO Max. This is getting out of hand. Clanker? Never heard of her. Breaking news. Captain Rex fired by the Republic. Decision made after he made insensitive tweet. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Gravity's silhouette remains, but the star and all its planets have disappeared. How can this be? Or thought anyone? Listen man, I came here to learn cool lightsaber moves, not astrophysics. Padme, no, Anakin, we can't be together. Also Padme. It is tradition that fallen Jedi are cremated after they die, right? Yowza member, how Dasa be making da fun of us? I remember how they made fun of you. That is 11% body fat. Now, the only place you're gonna. What year was that photo taken? Not taking questions right now. I wasn't the youngest queen ever selected, but now that I think back on it, I'm not sure I was old enough. I'm not sure I was ready. You people selected someone younger than 14 to rule the planet. What the hell is wrong with you? Bro, listen, this isn't a show for kids. It has people getting stabbed and stuff. Bro, it's got war, so it's for adults. Trust me, it's actually for me, ages 6 and up. My school counselor suggesting me career options based on my grades. The army. When you finish all your chores, but mom asks you to do one more thing. I was relieved when my 2 terms were up. But when the queen asked me to serve as senator, I couldn't refuse her. Just set those things to slur. We are not trying to kill anyone. Tell that to them. Meanwhile, Yoda and Obi-Wan. You're gonna die, clone. Do you manscape? Not just manscape, but womanscape and childrenscape too. These guys want a word with you. When you watch Attack of the Clones with subtitles, but it doesn't show visible confusion or visible happiness. Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. My delivery driver, after getting lost somewhere, you have no idea where I am. HR. So I hear that you've been saying clanker around the office. Are you aware that using that term is a violation of RDEI, droid and walk inclusion policy? Jimmy Kimmel directs LA billboard endorsing The Late Show with Stephen Colbert for Emmy instead of his own. Sometimes we must let go of our pride and do what is requested of us. Master, because someone erased it from the archive memory. Perhaps a boomer accidentally clicked the delete button. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. So you wanted to become the master of evil? May I present Lama Su, Prime Minister of Kamino. Hello, my name is Sue. Fast and Furious legend Paul Walker almost played Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. This is where the fun begins. Cut. The employee at the Vegas casino, after offering me a lotus flower. I trust you are going to enjoy your stay. The prequels in one sentence. Why is it when something happens, it is always you three? Me looking at how many publicly available AIs there are now. That's a lot of clankers. When you realize you're the only one in the squad without plot armor. How do clone troopers in full armor take a shot and pay? How could Coldplay have a kiss cam? That's outrageous and unfair. You turned her against me. You have done that yourself. My wife every time a stranger rings the doorbell. Did they send you to kill me? The dark side is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi. When you have the money, but you're a father, no time or space. The exact moment when everything started to go wrong. With this character's dealt, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore a saved game to restore the weave of fate, or persist in the doomed world you have created. When you're sitting next to a mass murderer, and you happen to look like his dead wife, and out of business, you will be delighted to hear we are on schedule. I'll take things. Director Krennic never said for $500, Alex. $9,600. The guy from Craigslist bringing the Lego sets I bought from him. But you must be anxious to inspect the units for yourself. Of course. He is anxious to meet you. Holy shit. Is that a Jedi? An actual Jedi? Tornwee, where are my pills? I think I'm having an anxiety attack. Every masterpiece has a cheap copy. I killed them. I killed them all. And not just the visitors, but the well-wishers and distant relations too. And what about very coarse, rough, and irritating old friends? Sandalf. Knowing that the protagonist is going to grow up to be a monster. Please tell your master Sifo-Dyas that his order will be met on time. I'm sorry master, Sifo-Dyas nuts. LMRO, got him. We would be honored if you would. Wait, what the heck are you doing with my old droids? I will do whatever you ask. Snack my clock. Anakin. Pretty good, but I'm just gonna add some child slaughter. Not that it isn't great. I just want to add a little zip. Roll 34 artists 10 minutes after a new female character is introduced. 200,000 units ready, with another million well on the way. My printer when I accidentally press the print button twice. 200,000 units ready, with another million well on the way. How many Father's Day gifts Jango Fett got? 200,000 units ready, with another million well on the way. Hello sir, are you familiar with our Lord and Savior? Of course I do, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry, I can't. I have plans. The plans. Star Wars voice actors with live action counterparts. Ahsoka Tano, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Grand Admiral Thrawn. The universe is a giant fish. What? Think about it. If there is always a bigger fish, then that means the fish get bigger at an exponential rate. Eventually, the fish get so big that they are the size of the entire universe. You've got to stop getting high and watching the prequels. My therapist, I'm confused. Are you attracted to emotionally unavailable women specifically, or are the women you like just not interested in you back? Me. Tell me, Prime Minister, when my master first contacted you about the army, did he say who it was for? Also, did he pay in advance? I forgot my wallet at home. Master Sifo-Dyas was killed almost 10 years ago. Lama Su. Oh no. Anyway. For a chance to double your cash, or lose it all, what is a 6 letters word you use to ask something politely? Do I look like an 8-jot, folks? The wordies, please. Which mother ducker stacks more bodies? The main character of the Skywalker saga, the Chosen One, and the Youngling Slayer, himself. Some astromech droid. Not to worry, we are still flying half a ship. Efflin lied dog scene. I killed them all. They're all dead, and just the children this time. My adrenaline glands, when life doesn't go 100% the way I expected. Well, I guess I'm in charge now. My therapist, Grand Droid isn't really, he can't hurt you. Grand Droid. Grand Droid. Show me the Phantom Menace. No, the real The Phantom Menace. Perfection. When you completely forget someone's name, so you try to make them introduce themselves to someone else. And this is Master Jedi. Me, tells my parents about something impressive I did in a game. My parents, and the reason you are telling us this is? Lucasfilm trying to decide characters to promote to general. This is brilliant. But I like this. If blue is good, and red is evil. Blue. Red. When your dad is busy at work, and can't see the Clone Wars Lego set you've built. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I'm sure he would have been proud of the army we had built for him. After the war, I questioned the point of the whole thing. Del Lanare. Born to die. Tell me, Prime Minister, when my master first contacted you about the army, did he say who it was for? Of course he did. This army is for the Republic. Palpatine with all his secret orders. Oh, I don't think so. Dads, whenever you do something impressive, both of you showed valor out there, real courage. Remind me of me, actually. Said half waking up after getting his ace beat to a Bran hottie lecturing him on Sith philosophy. You are on this construction site, but we do not grant you the rank of builder. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Take a shovel, young Skywalker. MasterCard or Visa won't ban games with non-consensual mutilation. Anakin. Honestly, I think I'd rather stick my nut in a blender. Obi-Wan. Well, that might solve a few problems.